Even if we're apart, we're not alone anymore, right? No matter how deep the darkness, a light shines within. I guess it's more than just a fairy tale. The darkness was swallowed. But then I heard a voice. Your voice. You brought me back.
Hello, and welcome to 3BF Presents Limited Edition Kingdom Hearts Volume 6!
Go on.
Loose Ends. I was trying to
Oh, there it
remember.
is. I was like, don't know what the title is.
No,
Gone on so long.
Loose Ends is the...
If you want to know how Matt names these, now you know. It's right off the dope.
That's how all these episodes have been.
So this episode we're going to talk about 0.2, and we're also going to briefly talk about key, back cover, Union Cross, etc., etc. Okay. Guys, we just came hot off of Dream Drop Distance and the mindfuck that is that game. 0.2 is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
The
Super sad, but like also.
Oh, yeah.
but so pretty. It's so pretty.
I have a complaint about this game already.
Oh no!
All right. Let's hear it. Come on, start it off.
So the CGI looks like an old 90s music video. It looks
Dude,
so
that music!
weird.
That was so good!
The music was great. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but the CGI looked so weird in this one. I'm like, why does it look like a 90s, like... I don't know. It just looked weird to me.
I feel like it
but
looked the way that it has looked. But like,
It's just
I
because
think,
of the more mature models in a way.
Yeah,
think.
I think like I definitely had a moment. Should we introduce ourselves also?
Maybe.
Yeah. No, we know who we
I
are.
just realized that before we like really get into the weeds here.
I am, of course, joined once again by Jake Palmer
Whatever, you know me.
and our fabulous returning guest host, Alex O'Neill.
It's me, your sad Kingdom Hearts boy.
I don't think I said my name last episode
You
either,
didn't.
so
I didn't want to say anything.
I'm just the nameless host, which nameless will come into play this episode. So
Nameless white guy number 3.
yes, played by MC Wright. So continue what you were talking about.
I think there's definitely a little bit of getting used to. Okay, this is what this game looks like now. Kind of glossiness of it. I didn't like it the first time I saw it. I still am. I don't like it as much as I like how Kingdom Hearts used to look. I'll be
Right.
honest. And this is what Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to look like. We got a deal. You know, we're here to stay. There's just a shininess to everybody that's weird.
Yeah. But also, this was
it's-
made on the PS3, right?
No, this is a PS4 game.
Oh no, I thought.
Yeah, no, this
Nope.
is made straight.
Straight for PS4. And
Oh,
it's Unreal Engine 4. I imagine like this is probably one of the first things they made of Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts 3
they're
in
probably-
Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah, trying to do like a tested concept or concept of proof.
yeah.
For Kingdom Hearts 3.
Because kind of. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like it. This is like one of their like testing versions.
Definitely,
Very
like
much a
if you look at the
technical,
menu
yeah.
UI and everything like that, like it's pretty bare bones.
Yeah.
But the presentation in the game was
Oh,
Particle
yeah.
effects, y'all.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
howdy.
Dude.
Amazing.
But I don't know. Like I think it looks fine. Like the frame rate in this is choppy.
Yeah.
where, like,
Yeah.
I've seen Kingdom Hearts 3 like being played. It's smooth 60, right? So like
Right.
there's stuff about this that they
Smooth
didn't.
and buttery 60 frames per second.
Oh yeah.
Suck it, nerds.
And obviously on PS4 Pro, I can't speak to how it's going to run on PS4.
It's gonna burn it.
Smooth and buttery,
Shit.
26 to 14 frames per second.
But like, So this is like very much a tech demo in a lot of ways. So I don't necessarily the issues on a technical level that this has, I don't necessarily hold it against it.
Right.
So
Right.
this came out a year ago. Also, almost 2 years ago,
Crazy.
which is crazy. I forgot about that. January 24th, 2017.
I've had this game since day one, and this is the first
I
time
know. Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you.
That's cool. What did you guys think? Because I played it right when it came out.
Coming off of since we were basically playing all the Kingdom Hearts games back to back, the presentation in this game. Oh,
It's very good.
We're in next gen Kingdom Hearts territory now. Finally,
The first
it
Kingdom Hearts.
it doesn't
actually.
look like it's a
Yeah.
PS2 game anymore.
Dude,
Since it entirely
The
skipped
Heartless.
PS3. Like,
the Heartless look amazing.
Those water heartless and like the particle effects on that.
Yes.
Those annoyed me to hell, but I'm like, I still like looking at you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is so pretty. Like the fire looks so good. Yeah.
Dude, using the magic in this game was just like, I just wanted to do it just to see.
dude,
Oh my god, Thunder never looked so good.
everything like fire guy when you're able to do the chain attacks and stuff like that. Oh, everything just looks amazing, and it's like, oh, why couldn't the 15 magic system work like that?
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
guess what? When we play Kingdom Hearts 3, we're just gonna have fire and blizzard and thunder, and they're not gonna look as good until you get them to the.
But you're gonna get there too, and like
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see like is Reflect gonna come back? Is like Arrow gonna come back from 1? Stuff like that. Like we don't know all the magic.
Yeah,
I-
what
I hope-
happened to Arrow?
Yeah.
like that was such clutch for like defense wise.
came back in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah,
It did, yeah.
So I don't know. It's a great looking game. The stuff that you talked about in Dream Drop Distance, like the movement speed is so much faster, right? Yeah. And like the animation for it looks good. I just played it before we were recording this, so like it's still pretty fresh with me. But like when you're walking into an area and Heartless appear, and then like the camera does like a zoom in on them, but you're still moving.
You
It's
still move. Oh my god, that was so
very cinematic in a way that
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts has just never been. The camera is like a little bit further back, and it allows for more action. Yeah, it's really cool.
We haven't brought up the best thing out of this whole thing though. We got shirtless Mickey up in this bitch.
dude.
Okay, can we talk about this in a moment? Because the moment there is a
right
specific
before,
moment-
yeah.
there's a specific moment in this where I'm like, Tetsuya Nomura fucking gets it. Of like, Mickey joins you halfway through this, and it's like, oh, but he's wearing this, and it's supposed to lead right into Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, that's weird. But then the fact that they were like, no, man, we're gonna make it look right.
Yep.
We're gonna have a narrative excuse for Mickey's clothes to get torn off. So that at the end, when he stands with the Keyblade and holds it up, it looks just like it did in Kingdom Hearts 1 because we respect the canon. I lost my fucking mind. I'm like,
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
Namashin had the same thing on our show.
I did a double take. I was like, wait, what?
Like, no, they wanted to do this right. They care way too much. That's good because that means they're the ones that should be making Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
The whole time I was thinking, why is he shirtless? And then he comes back. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh man,
They did it.
It's like, it's perfect.
It
It's
is.
so dumb. It's so good.
It's really good.
I don't know if Kingdom Hearts has ever been boiled down to exactly what Kingdom Hearts is, but that's it.
That's all that it is. We don't need the Nort report anymore. That's all that it is.
It's like Mickey's shirt getting torn off because we have to.
I'll just put like an image of shirtless Mickey with a little bit of careless
Oh my
whisper in the
It was
background.
it's so hilarious though.
God, it's perfect. I got so worked up in that moment when I first saw it. You guys have no idea.
Oh,
I was legit laughing for like 20 minutes after that happened. I don't even remember how this game ended.
Yeah.
I'm just
When
thinking
somebody
about
says
it.
to you, respect the canon, you really know what that means.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nobody knows it more in this moment.
Kingdom Hearts fan, yeah.
Um,
So Kingdom Hearts 0.2 is pretty good.
yeah. So aside from
Honestly-
presentation, the gameplay felt great. Levels and stuff. Obviously, this is just a testing ground because I don't know. How'd you guys feel about like the mirror world and stuff like that?
It's cool. Like
There's too many mirrors.
there's a lot of mirrors. It's a thing of like when I finished Birth by Sleep, like or like when I had watched that Birth by Sleep Final Mix secret ending years and years ago, like Birth by Sleep Volume 2. It's like, what is this? Like, come on, guys! Like,
Yeah.
like the fact that kind of like came back and was whatever it originally was versus what this is. I don't know if they're the same thing, but it was cool to like. Volume 2 ended up happening. Here we are. We did it. 0.2 Fragmentary Passage. Give it an even dumber name. So like it was cool to revisit the Birth by Sleep worlds in small ways. It was cool to revisit Birth by Sleep mechanics. Like I think some things in this game come from Birth by Sleep and they're not necessarily going to be in 3, but they're here because it is what it is.
Right.
So like I know Shotlock is in 3 for some reason.
I used it. I didn't use it in Birth by Sleep, but I used it in here.
I used it, a couple times.
I think it's easier to use.
Yes,
It's way easier to use.
way faster.
Yeah. But I
obviously,
still
like,
did not get excellent shots. I'm like, I don't care.
yeah, it's good for cheesing.
Yeah.
And when you're playing on proud mode, you got to cheese some things in this game. I'll let you know. And like the transformations, like the Spellweaver style coming back, things like that. I thought that all that was cool. I think it plays a little stiff. And I'm hoping that Kingdom Hearts 3 is a little bit more fluid. But,
Right.
overall,
was it stiff because of the? I don't know. I felt like some of the animation
yeah,
because
Again,
of the frame rates dropping.
frame rate was part of it. I think also like the fact that it is like probably one of the first things they made in the engine, and kind of refined down. It shows here for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the setting, the locale. Like I think the kind of story that they tell throughout this is actually like way more compelling than I remember it being. Of like kind of like the stages of grief that Aqua is going through, and like the fact that she does kind of reach out and sees Ven and sees Terra
yeah.
in the states they are out in the world, but she doesn't really understand because she doesn't know what's happened. Getting the payoff with like her finding Mickey and Mickey saying like, hey, like, it worked out, but like, boy, things are bad again. It's like, oh man, I gotta get out there again.
Yeah.
Like that stuff is really great. Obviously the way it ties into Kingdom Hearts 1 I think is awesome.
So let's talk about that moment with Terra. So since like time is kind of like a weird element in that place. So that moment with Terra, that has to be before Kingdom Hearts 1 takes place. Because he's still mixed up in Terra's Xehanort, because you see Xehanort trying to fight over him and stuff like that. And then she goes kind of black and then wakes up with Mickey, which takes place right before the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. That was a good moment though. It was actually cool in realizing, that is Terra. Terra's there. It was great seeing him again. And
it's his heart in the darkness, in the land of darkness.
Yeah.
It's cool how it like metaphorically all ties together.
How cool is it? The scene that's before that, where you fight the what is he? Just the fighting the darkness, and they had the huge
what's
dark
side?
Yeah, and fighting that. I thought that was kind of cool seeing that, especially with like the newer graphics and
and the old song played again.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah. Oh, what did you guys say? The we kind of touched on it. The opening scene, like the animated.
The music.
Music's very good.
Yeah,
music's very good. I felt like some of the scenes that they showed off were kind of like off in a way.
I liked it a lot,
but I loved this song.
Yeah, like I said, like you get to hear a version of that song that you've never heard before. Somehow still in 2018, like it's like cool new version.
Like I didn't touch on it last episode, but whenever I hear like that orchestrated version of Simple and Clean that plays at the beginning of Dream Drop, like I just get goosebumps like all over, and it takes me back every time. So hearing a new version of Simple and Clean, like, oh, all right, I'm right back there. Like
it was very much a thing of like when I. Now again, it's we live in such a different world than the first time I played this, because we've seen so much of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like I know so much about that game now, versus January 2017 where I just kind of knew it existed. so like that whole interesting like seeing Aqua fighting to save them, like kind of like these recreations of all of Birth by Sleep, and then the ending with her reaching out to Sora's hand, like I got super choked up when I saw it again. I was like, oh man, like it's that same kind of like it's all coming together in a really big way. These two stories are really coming together, and in a lot of ways, like I think Aqua and Sora are the two most similar characters of like their two groups, right? Like obviously Terra and Riku are very similar, but I don't think Sora and Ventus are very similar.
No, and you would usually think they would be,
Right.
like if you were to just look at them.
But like,
especially with how much darkness was in Sora's heart at the end of Dream Drop Distance. But
but like they're different people. Like I think there's an argument for like Ven and Kyrie being very similar, of like they kind of get sidelined a lot, and they were rightfully frustrated by that in their collective stories, and like broke out from that. And like, but Aqua like cares so much for the two people that she cares about the most in the world, and so does Sora. Like the two of them like meet hand in hand in a really great way.
That's something I always wanted to bring out in when we were recording our Birth by Sleep discussion. Like when Aqua's visiting these worlds and she has the interaction with Kyrie, it's like that's kind of like how Sora has interactions with others that way, and it's just putting it together like that. Yeah,
it's really cool. So like again, like that whole like this setting up for Sora and Aqua to meet finally is like so good. It's so good.
I know. Finally, all these characters where they've been so connected but haven't really met yet. It's just
we're coming to the moment where they're in the same room on the same screen together. It's like fuck.
Right, and it's like Aqua's seen Riku and Sora before, but it's like to see them now.
Yeah, see how far they've come.
Yeah, like when Mickey's telling Aqua at the end, like what's happening and everything like that, and her realization.
It was the two boys.
Yeah. Of like, and you know, Aqua said to Sora like, "I want you to look after him because he's going to need you to."
Yeah.
Of like that is like the message of Kingdom Hearts, and it's like that's come around full circle, and he listened to her, and it's just culmination, man.
And in Dream Drop Distance, it seemed like the role reversed, where it was Sora that needed Riku the most during that time. Yeah, it's just cool to see like the vice versa of like, Riku needed Sora during that terrible time, and then now Sora really needs Riku during this time. It's just like just to see that friendship evolve so much and just how much they care.
Yeah, again, like I think about playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 and like the first episode of this that we did, like when Riku is like so 2D, so flat, like there's so little to him.
He's barely in that game. The Final Mix version added like him walking through the darkness and
a
stuff
little
like
bit.
That. But yeah, he's barely just he's there.
Yeah,
essentially.
It's so cool to see how far he's come as like a character and how much like we care about him, right? Like I couldn't have given less of a shit about Riku in that first game, but like playing through his story in Dream Drop Distance, like it's hard not to care about him. Like he's so charming and likable in a very different way than like the first, like than Sora is. I should say
he's very like he's very strong-willed, but he's also very aloof. Like whenever like somebody gives him a compliment or something, he's like, "What?" Like it's just a great character trait to watch somebody so strong also be like, "Huh?"
But, yeah.
All right, so I have another complaint.
Yeah.
So I thought by this game, by now, if you have the subtitles on and they put a comma before saying someone's name, I thought they would just say the name and not give like a 50-second pause before saying the name by now.
Dude, this is Kingdom Hearts.
This is Kingdom Hearts. We're going to take forever to say the person's name. It's like, he needs me there. Sora.
Yeah, that line
like,
read was a little bit,
It's like, okay, guys, come on. Yeah. We were doing it throughout all the games, I thought, by now.
I feel like this game was probably made very quickly. I'll say.
No, it was. Yeah.
It definitely shows.
But don't get me wrong. We're not getting the best voice actors or voice actresses throughout the whole Kingdom Hearts games. You're just not. But it's these people that you're keeping throughout the whole time because of, that's who they are. That they're these characters. I wouldn't want the voices to change. I don't care how bad of a voice actor or voice actress or just how bad the lines were.
I mean, I feel like Aqua gets a lot of hate.
Like, I think Willa Holland does a pretty good job with that.
She does a really good job. Like I I love how soft spoken in a way she is, and it's just like it
Very
just
gentle.
shows-
You know?
Yeah, very gentle, and that's the character that she is.
Mhm.
And even with like Jesse McCartney, where he's Roxas.
He
where
is
a
two
little
people,
more-
man.
He's a little bit more aggressive, but then he has something different with Ven.
Like
Yeah.
It's like
in
they're-
Dream Drop
they're
Distance, you hear Roxas, and then at the end of the game, you hear Ven on the beach. And I'm like, he is two different people.
Yeah, even when Roxas was showing emotion, talking to Sora at Dream Drop,
It didn't sound
holy
like
crap,
Ven. Yeah.
No,
Very different, yeah.
you thought it would have sounded the same, but it just didn't. But
Yeah.
I don't want the voice. I just want the the writing to be a little.
Yeah, like the fact that Willa Holland came back for Aqua for this and for the final mix stuff in the 2.5 collection, which was also new voiceover that they had to do for that. Really cool. I'm glad that she did. And I'm like, again, we're losing so many voice actors going into this final game.
Yeah.
That's such a
Luckily,
bummer.
I
the people they
didn't
have
realize-
doing the voices are on point.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't mention it before, but the new Ansem.
Yeah, the new
Dream
Handsome,
Drop-
Xehanort,
Oh, yeah, I
Dream
like it.
Dropped.
Yeah, not Billy
I didn't
Zane.
agree about that.
Yeah, not Billy
did not
Zane,
realize.
but good.
Very good.
The only one I am just scared for, of course, is
Master
Xehanort.
Xehanort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Master Xehanort, because I just don't know who you can get to even.
I don't know.
Wait, when
his
did
voice is out there, so I don't know who it is.
when did
He-
Mr. Nimoy pass away?
Was it?
2017 or 2016, one of the
yeah,
two.
because
Yeah.
he did Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, that's right.
That was him. Yeah,
Oh shit.
and that's what I was like checking on. I'm like,
Crushed
wait,
it, too. God.
yeah, no, absolutely.
That's why I was
Every
like,
single time.
because when I was playing that, I forgot when he
I-
passed away, so I thought that was somebody else doing Xehanort. I'm like, oh, they killed it. And now I'm like, oh shit,
But
who did they get to
but-
play Xehanort?
Yeah. And yes, this game has been in production for how long?
Oh,
they've
God.
been making this game, but they're not going to do the voice acting until later towards the end.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just
Yeah,
know
there's a
it's
trailer with Xehanort in it. Again, I've been avoiding trailers.
I don't think he says anything.
No, he
Does he?
doesn't. He doesn't.
I think he does. Like somebody told me that they heard his new voice actor. So
Hmm.
I don't know what the
I just haven't.
temperature on
The only
it
one
is.
I haven't watched is the latest one.
Final battle trailer. Yeah, I wonder why we
I-
wouldn't want to watch that trailer.
I accidentally watched the one with the new song.
Oh, you watched the intro?
I listened to it.
I
Yeah, I
don't-
listened to it.
I don't believe that's the full intro.
It's
yeah, that's what
not.
people have been
It's
saying to me.
because here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna be one of those people that says it. I didn't like the new song.
The song
But
didn't
it's
line
also
up.
not No, the song does not line up, and I think that's the problem. Why I didn't like it. But I think once we get the full version, you're gonna get the full song and the full cinematic, and then it's gonna come together.
Yep.
I haven't watched that trailer yet. I don't even know what the song sounds like. So
It seems like part of the song was cut too. Like they edited the song to make it seem like it's
And,
one song, but
Like
it
especially
wasn't.
now
I don't
after
know.
like playing 0.2's opening, like that poppy version. Like
Mhm.
I mean, Simple and Clean was always poppy, but like they popped this shit up.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that better not be the full intro 3.
It-
Otherwise, I'm gonna
it
be
won't
very,
be.
very let down.
Yeah, it won't be.
yeah.
But
I'm
But we're gonna get some wub wubs.
oh hell yeah, dude! I'm excited. For
I
that.
am worried about that.
One song. So I'm excited because again, I was talking to somebody about it. When I see those intro cinematics, it just makes me really want to play the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to see that for the first time playing that game. So
Yeah, I shouldn't have watched it because it's not
just
the
don't
full
watch the
thing.
final battle trailer and you'll be clean.
You'll have seen the
how
whole
many
game
trailers?
by this point.
Yeah,
No, you
I'm
see
not-
all the Disney things. That's all. They don't show you any of the other.
I've not watched that trailer, man, but I've heard some things. I saw a GIF cutout of it, and I was like, man, I really wish I hadn't seen that. And it was 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. But I mean, for someone who hasn't played through all these games, it's not going to mean anything to them.
No.
But for
Yeah.
someone like us, it's like, oh crap.
It's
Like,
just gonna have more impact.
It's
than
just like watching a Star Wars trailer in a way. It's like I don't want to watch another Star Wars trailer. Like after the first one, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I don't want to watch anything else. So I'm gonna
yeah, their
get
teasers are pretty good, I'll say. So.
yeah.
What were you gonna say, Matt?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like this is gonna be the best selling Kingdom Hearts,
No, yeah.
For sure.
but I feel bad for anyone who's going into it like this is their first Kingdom Hearts because.
I'm just gonna meet all those people on Twitter because I don't want to hear their
Oh,
complaints.
yeah, no. I already
you're
said
gonna
it like
for
3
them.
weeks ago.
No.
I
This is
muted
for
every
us.
single variation. Of
Yeah, we
Kingdom
talked
Hearts.
about it in
Yeah.
our we have a DM thread, and yeah,
Yeah,
This isn't for them; it's for us.
yeah.
And I'm not going to give them the time of day. They can't take this away from me.
No, like honestly, I'll be happy if this game stays Game of the Year for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
I'll be really happy because I don't know. I just feel like nostalgia might get in the way, but at the same time, we've been waiting how long for this game?
a long time.
2005 is when 2 came out.
When the first game came out, so or 2003. But
I mean, even the earliest we can say is 2012 because of Dream Drop Distance. That's still a long time from that. So
2002. Oh god, it was 2002. That's 17 years. Which is most of my entire life.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't know. Like it's the Avengers thing of like
Mhm.
people who've been along for the ride are gonna get the most out of this. We all know that going in. I hope. I would bet there's still going to be a lot of fun to be had along the way, though. Although I think this game is going to be like way darker and more depressing than the other ones.
that's what I'm afraid of.
Man, this series is pretty fucked up. It's like, no, it was fun at one point. I promise.
It was like the very first one was like, but like you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, it was fun. It's like, then you're like, huh, Riku's in the darkness. Okay, so we gotta save him.
Darkness has always been a part of this.
All
Is he
right,
going to get
and then-
morted?
Yeah, it's like, and then like, where's Kyrie? And Kyrie and Sora are separated. All right, and then
Yeah,
Chain
there's
of
that
Memories.
scene-
It's like,
Yeah,
all right,
Kyrie's
so
a
Sora.
freaking soulless doll in the first game.
They literally tore all Sora's memories out of him, and then he was fighting for someone he didn't even know because he was being
Right.
manipulated, and it
Yeah.
was really fucked up if you
and
think
he,
about it.
and he really trusted her, and then she felt really bad, and so
And
so
then
they put
there
him
was
in the
another
chamber.
version of Sora who wants to be his own person, but he can't exist.
He was never allowed to be, but the thing is, he did have a heart the whole time.
Oh my god!
Kingdom Hearts has always been so dark.
We're not even halfway through all the Kingdom Hearts games yet.
Yeah, that's the twist. That's
I need more
And
alcohol.
here's the thing: like with 0.2, I thought it was going to be a happier time.
No.
So, like, all right, Aqua. Like we're gonna find out where she is, and then you see like they connected to Kingdom Hearts 1, and she's still in the darkness. And just the ending for Aqua's story, just diving
Her
like on
literally
the
falling
beach.
into darkness.
Yeah, on the beach, looking up, and she sees the stars in the sky. She's like, it's beautiful, and then she
Going
falls
back to the
down.
light. Yeah, and then she doesn't come with it, and it's like
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you for calling the Kingdom Hearts help group.
great. How can we help you? Please, please.
Don't let her stay Norded.
We
That's how you can help me.
we now deliver alcohol 24/7.
We're gonna need it.
I mean, it's like the thing. I think this game would have been a little bit more uplifting. Like, obviously, her monologue at the end of like, "I will be here. I will
Right.
protect this.
Yeah,
place.
that
I will
was-
be the light." And then we know it's none of it matters.
None of it matters.
Because guess what? We were too late.
I mean, how many years? When you think about it,
10 years in the darkness by yourself. Like, I don't know. Like,
Right.
that would fuck me up too. So
that was just 10 years until Mickey showed up.
yeah.
And,
And
then,
then-
how many years until after, like,
Yeah.
when Riku and Mickey are going to go
3
out?
more years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At the ending, you know, Riku and Mickey get them, or Mickey's telling Riku the whole story, basically, of how she got there.
Yeah.
And they waited until the very moment after Dream Drop Distance to tell him. And he's upset, like, why
Yeah,
didn't you
he's
tell me?
pissed.
And
To be
Master
fair-
and Sid, he had the right point.
Yeah.
He's like, if we told you and Sora, you know damn well you both would have gone out on your own mission, and you wouldn't have succeeded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But now
And
you're a
he's
Keyblade
like,
master and you can do
Yeah.
it. So
and then him and Mickey get a suitcase. What's in that suitcase?
So
new digs.
this is what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
These new digs, supposedly Keyblade Master digs.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where they are allowed to have armor forms?
That's a big question.
Does Riku get armor? Does Mickey get armor?
I don't know if I could handle. My heart could handle Mickey running around.
What if like armor
Wait,
Mickey
wait,
is
like-
just helmet, shirtless, and like armored pants?
I want the armor to just be smooth, round ears, though.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude, absolutely.
I don't want the jagged. I want smooth.
God, can
round
you imagine
ears.
though? Jagged, like it's no longer Mickey Mouse, it's Mickey Rat.
Oh God.
I That's a big thing. Like, it's one of the mysteries we don't know going into 3 is like, do they get an armor for him? Maybe.
Yeah.
I kind of, they might be over it. I'm kind of over it. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to know what the story is behind the armor. Like
We see
it
in one of
shows
the
up.
trailers, so.
So do you think 3 opens up with Riku and Mickey
No.
saving Aqua?
I think that comes in
We know
maybe
when
like an
3
hour or 2 hours into the game. It's definitely opening up with Olympus.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
right at the end of the game, and I was like, oh shit, they're telling you how
told
it
you
opens.
guys,
Like,
Literally,
yeah,
this game ends
Yeah.
moments before Kingdom Hearts 3 starts.
Right.
It's very cool.
Can I just say, Sora posing as a hero when Master Yen Sid's
Like,
giving
oh,
him
no,
this
I did
vision. It's like,
this.
Sora, will you like just like take this seriously for 2 seconds?
Be cool. So good. So good.
Like, stop.
I don't know. I love that they kind of, the whole ending bit of this is like, they didn't show any of that before this came out, so it was all like a total surprise. But again, it's another thing of like, I played this in January of 2017 and I've been like knowing what the moment
right.
Kingdom Hearts 3 starts it. Best part is like, if you watch the gameplay from the 2 demos that they have out there, is the Olympus one
Right.
and the
Tangled.
not Tangled, the Toy Story World one. In the Olympus world, he has his Kingdom Hearts 2 clothes on. It's
Right.
like, oh, okay, like this is, it all makes sense. Like, this is the
Right.
beginning of the game. And like from there, I have no idea where it goes. But obviously,
Right.
it's such a different intro than any of the other Kingdom Hearts games. It kind of like, my co-host Brian Albishan Jackson is like my big Kingdom Hearts guy, so we've been talking about it. It reminds me a lot of Mass Effect 3 of like, this game is going to hit the ground running.
Right.
Like, there's no holding back. Like, we're going to start in a world fighting titans.
Yeah, because like we saw like brief glimpses of like Sora running through Olympus and all that stuff, and like it's falling apart. Like, yeah, this game is just going to be like, oh, Sora gets there, oh, shit's going down.
Yeah.
It's the first game that will start in a Disney World. Now, I think there is totally a possibility of like a Roxas-esque surprise opening for this game, of like a 2-hour opening that,
Like a prologue.
that kind of blindsides us. But aside from that, like, we know kind of like where this is getting started, and that's really cool.
So this was the one where, spoil it in Dream Drop Distance just in case, but it was 0.02 or 0.2 where it was talking, Master Yensid told him why he's not as powerful as he was before, right? Or was that okay?
Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah. So kind of setting up, you're not going to have as many powers in Kingdom Hearts 3 when you begin with.
Yeah.
This is why.
Same thing with Kingdom Hearts 2, you know, and like Sora even says, happens all the time. Not a
Like,
big
we'll
deal.
do it. And he's like, you have to go meet a hero who's lost his power and has regained it.
It's so cool, man.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Like-
it's, again, that's what I was saying. Like, this is like a game you could save. 0.2 is like a nice little droplet, nice little snack to play right leading up to the midnight release of Kingdom Hearts 3, and you'd be so stoked to just hit the ground running.
Yep.
Like,
I think that's cool.
how do you guys feel about the clothes thing?
I wanted to complete more objectives, but I had to get this done because I actually finished it today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was dressing up Aqua, and then I totally put a gradient on her outfit, and I was like, yeah, she's gonna rock it.
I didn't mess with it. I didn't care.
Like, I didn't really, like, it was okay. I would love the option to actually change what Sora's outfit is. Like,
Give me the option for Donald the Goofy as well.
like if I could
I would
have
love it.
Sora looking like KH2 Sora the entire game, because I like his KH2 outfit a lot more than the 3-1 that they're showing off.
I've not seen a lot of the 3-1, but I'm like,
Well,
This is
I've
silly.
looked at like the Play Arts Kai figure and stuff like that. And
okay.
it's like,
Yeah.
I like
It's
the
silly,
black,
but, like,
yellow, red, blue.
the moment he gets his Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit is such like a big moment for me personally, that like whatever moment ties that into 3, like I'm hoping that is also like a big enough moment that I'm like really stoked. Like, this is the 3rd one. This is it. This is
Like,
get to look like
imagining like him like finally, like after seeing Hercules having that, moment, and then coming back to Master Yensid, and then you're
Like,
ready.
yeah,
I-
I'm ready to do this.
Here you go. Yeah.
I have a feeling he's not going to Yensig, but somebody's delivering it to him.
Yeah, I bet the fairies come get
Yeah,
it.
probably. I just think it'd be one cool thing to like do right before the final battle to
Because
see Master.
I have a feeling like this game isn't going to have a slowdown moment. just because of everything that's going to be happening in this game. Everyone's just going to be hitting the ground running. It's not going to stop.
Has it come out about how long this game is?
Didn't they say around 40 hours?
I think they said 60, but that's like dev time. So like, I would say like Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably 30 to 40. So if it's longer than that, that's cozy. That's good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
no, I feel like it needs to be. I mean, it's not gonna be Persona.
Yeah, I mean,
but
Persona is in a league of its own. I think length of time wise, but it's not including like bonus stuff or like secret bosses. Like I don't even know what the fucking secret bosses of this game are gonna be.
Just the fact that Nomura let out that there's a secret movie.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, but obviously it's Kingdom Hearts.
Obviously,
Yeah.
but like at the same time, like the closing, they're saying like this is the end of this saga. Like I didn't really expect them
There's
to
gonna
start
be some kind of
teasing
setup for a sequel.
the
Yeah.
next one already.
I'm not surprised. I like Square Enix has always talked about like they consider their three main franchises Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and Dragon Quest. So I'm very much expecting this.
I have a feeling after this comes out, Nomura isn't working on Final Fantasy ever again. He's sticking to Kingdom Hearts.
After Final Fantasy 7 comes out, yeah.
Well, if it comes out.
If
it will.
comes out, yeah.
Well, I
It
mean,
will.
they already pulled it from CyberConnect.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Like that's a
They're still hiring for positions on that game.
that game is not close,
No.
but
What I
No.
mean, whatever we
think
saw
it's still
was
gonna
what
come out.
CyberConnect was working on.
they also
all of that's-
don't need to. They also don't need to focus on that until Kingdom Hearts 3 is officially done. Anyway.
yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't want Nomura doing any other projects.
I want him
I don't want to
always
wait.
working on Kingdom Hearts. Get the ball and chain ready.
I don't want to wait 13 years for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah,
I
me
agree.
either.
If he can
I
do
think a
character
Kingdom Hearts
design,
game-
fine.
Do you
Just
thi-
keep, yeah.
Do you think every 3 years is too much for Kingdom Hearts?
No.
No, I mean main series, not like spin-offs.
No. I would love it if there was a new main
I would-
series Kingdom Hearts, because we had to deal with side stories for so long.
But you know what? Playing those side stories now.
Now, because like 3 is almost here, like, oh
Yeah.
cool, we can just
Can you imagine going into Kingdom Hearts 3 and us not doing this?
Oh
Like,
yeah, dude.
dude,
I
like
can.
yeah, if we
Like-
Alex can, if we had played these when they came out and had to wait as long as Alex did for this moment to show up,
You'd be
we'd be
broken
pissed
just like
off.
me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not broken. Sorry, Alex.
Like,
Sorry.
yeah, this has been a
My
blast
crossover.
playing these leading up to. I don't want to wait 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years for Kingdom
No.
Hearts 4.
I don't know if I'm gonna want another Kingdom Hearts after this game is over. After 3 is over, I probably will.
I
but,
want.
like,
I want Kingdom Hearts not with dealing with any of these characters.
Well, it's not
Even-
supposed to.
even-
It's just not supposed to
Even
be
Mickey,
Sora.
Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. Like I don't know if I want to see them.
yeah, I mean, like
with
they
other
always
people.
said, like Sora will be the only thing that is the linking bits to any future games after the Xehanort saga,
Mhm.
which is cool. Like that's why I've always considered like, hey, let's get into some Star Wars shit, like, or like let's get into some Marvel shit. Like I even think like it could extend beyond like Kingdom Hearts being like a crossover franchise. I think it could extend beyond those things. It could be non-Disney properties. It could be anything. It could be DC. It could be
Mhm.
literally anything. Could be comics. Could be other kinds of movies.
What I would want out of a sequel is taking place in the World of Darkness, because we barely know anything about it. I want to know about all the worlds that are in there, like who's all still living in the World of Darkness.
I wonder if like that's stuff that we would see that we'll see in 3 though. Like I think that's something that will be a part of 3.
Yeah.
Like I'm just imagining like, what if the Final Fantasy worlds were in the darkness?
Mm-hmm. What if there's a whole Final Fantasy story to tell there?
Like,
What-
what if
what
like
if Sephiroth
Barrett is just chilling in Seventh Heaven in the World of Darkness? Like,
Sephiroth is
where the
fucking
fuck is
killing
everyone?
dudes.
Like,
it's just the
what if that's a secret
Sephiroth
movie?
Just killing Aerith.
it's just the World of Darkness. You see Seventh Heaven, and Barrett's just like,
You see Midgar just on fire. I don't know. Like that's the cool thing. Like we get to think about what's after
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts after Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, like,
sad thinking about it, but
like if like the next one was Roxas, like if Roxas becomes his own boy, yeah, I would
Like,
love
he's
a
a
game
really
that's
good
just
boy.
Roxas and Axel. A buddy
chilling.
cop comedy with Roxas and Axel. I will play that game.
That's another. It's a spin-off game in the next franchise that they're building.
Yeah. DLC, future DLC.
Future
Confirmed
DLC. I'm excited. Like playing this again. You know, it's very much like, hey, we're in it. We're in it. We're leading right into the moments that Kingdom Hearts 3 starts. Like we know where all the players are. Like, you know, okay, Kyrie, you're going to be training with Lee to get good enough to get out there. Mickey, Riku, you guys are off into the world of darkness with your new digs, and you're going to save Aqua. And Sori, you're going to have to find your power again. It's like it's such a great setup. It is very much like the ground zeros of Kingdom Hearts 3. In that, like, you know, same engine will play similar to this. And I couldn't be more excited to see what happens.
I will say I love the moment when they were trying to think him, Donald and Goofy, trying to figure out how do we get to Olympus Coliseum,
Yeah,
because they're not connected, they're all
the
locked.
highways are all closed.
Yeah, and then it's just like that moment he just listens to his heart, and then he pulls the keyblade out and just like.
Well,
let's
it's not
go.
until
Like,
after Goofy says.
oh yeah,
says the line.
and then says the line of Aqua, which is like, doesn't Master Yen Sid say that all the time? I'm like, no, never heard him say that once. And it's just like you just can't wait for all these characters to
I know.
together.
30 days, guys.
Yeah, very close.
I already told my manager, I'm like, I'm not gonna have any sleep, so on the 29th, do not expect a lot of work done from me.
It's gonna be a long night.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, even if I work the next day, I'm playing it.
Yeah.
I'm getting
I'm not
paid,
going to
but
sleep
I'm
that
not gonna be
night.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best way.
Oh god. So closing thoughts. 0.2, nice demonstration. Just makes us want 3 here. That much
Don't put any more demon tides in. That's just
Demon
my,
Tides, I'm good.
keep them away.
Not a good boss fight.
No.
It's very cheap.
Yeah, and very annoying.
It reminded me a lot of I don't know if you guys ever played it, The Path of Neo.
Oh yeah, dude, I still
Yeah.
love that game.
Yeah.
Like
the freaking end fight.
when they were able to get that many enemies on screen in the game back then, because that was a technical feat. Like it was crazy. Like if they remastered the game, I'd play it again.
Oh, I would too.
But
That was way better than Enter the Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to go there.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Anyways.
So 0.2 is probably near the bottom of the list for me. Like it gets me hyped, which is dangerous. Hype is always dangerous. Like, oh, do I love this game or am I just hyped for it? It's probably near the bottom.
It's almost really hard to put this even on the list, to be honest. I know it's part of it, but it's just
it's
like
more of like a
such
companion to 3.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
It's companion to that. It's like seeing more Aqua story. Like as much as I didn't like Aqua at first, I love her now, and so I'm glad we got to see more with her, and just seeing all the different effects with the magic and all the fighting. I did like that. So, but it's just its own standalone thing. I don't think I'd even rank, to be honest.
Right. Alex, closing thoughts?
I would say I think I'm really glad that they did this. Like this was the first time that after 3 was announced in 2015 of okay, they mean it. Like they mean it, and 2, they haven't lost sight of what this franchise is about, because I think there's a lot of feeling that they had after Dream Drop Distance came out. And there is a lot of love in this game, a lot of care. Parts of it feel rushed, like we kind of talked about, but this is tonally the last thing that we get to feel before we go into Kingdom Hearts 3, right? And it recenters the franchise. It gets away from all the time travel stuff. That's not part of this conversation. It doubles down on the silly things like Mickey's shirt getting blown off, just so that this scene will look right when you see it in this game, right? Of this, it's silly, but they care. And the way it sets up for everything is so direct. It's very much you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this. It's both that for the characters in the game, but it's to the fans as well. Of we mean it. We're doing this, we're gonna do this story right. Put your faith in us, put your trust in us, because we do care. We care as much as you do. Look how we tore off Mickey's shirt.
That was just fan service right there.
It was fan service in two layers, two ways, and I feel like there's no way to walk out of like the actual ending of this and not feel great. Like it feels so excited and just feel so hopeful for Kingdom Hearts. It's exactly what Kingdom Hearts 3 needed for people like me that have like had enough time to become jaded. And it's feel good. Yeah. Everything about this makes me feel good. Everything about this makes me excited. And it's been really fun, like watching you guys go through it and get to this point where I've been for like over a year, and see like, oh, like yes, let's go.
And we can all agree though, 0.2 better than 358 out of 2.
Probably better than 358. But you know what's an unknown quantity for me? Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Unchained Key back cover. I'm so excited.
Tell me what this is all about, please.
You ready to put on your lore glasses, Matt?
Before we get into that, the moment you said when they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 at 2015, I was over here. My eyes were glassing up because I had the actual moment replaying in my head and everything. I remember they dropped that right after the fucking like, oh, who knew it was ever going to happen? The Final Fantasy VII Remake teaser. And fucking you hear the music drop and Sora pop out. And I remember, because I was watching the live stream, and you just hear the crowd fucking erupt.
Yeah, dude.
Like almost as loud as the Final Fantasy VII Remake people were yelling and cheering. And I was tearing up over here just because I was getting goosebumps. Like,
there's a video of me crying reacting to that trailer. So like
when they finally announced 3 was happening.
Yeah. Now in development. I'll never forget those words. But it's a thing of like, that trailer is Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora standing on Destin's beach holding up Ericus's Keyblade, which we see in 0.2. It's left on that beach. Aqua falls into the darkness and she doesn't have it. And I think like she might still have it. Maybe that's just like visuals of like that moment, but there's also a possibility that was washed up on that beach and Sora found it, and he can use that Keyblade to find Aqua. And it's like this feeling of like, man, they just get it, right? They care. They really do care. There's a lot of people working on this game, and all of them care. And that's awesome.
Enter Union Cross.
The mobile game. You've played all of this?
No. I was going to. I had full intentions of playing this game just so I could get every story beat. I got sidetracked by trying to do the mini games to get the shooting star Keyblade or whatever for Kingdom Hearts 3, which those are just time consuming and tedious.
To be fair, you did all this because you're a goddamn nerd. It's
wonderful.
That's all there is. That's all there is to it.
But you both, Alex, I know you did. Did you watch back cover, Jake?
I did watch back cover, yeah.
No.
Okay.
You should watch it.
I should.
I don't know if there's been more. I can't imagine how there would be more story after back cover and Union Cross, just because of the time it takes place and what happens at the end of back cover.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I did not go into it just because those mini games were infuriating me. I still have to finish 2 of them. So back cover. It's a whole lot of mind fuckery.
Yeah.
This dude, Master of Masters, if you ever see the acronym online in Kingdom Hearts forums, Mom, that's what they're talking about.
Good old mommy.
Who I thought was Zigbar, to be honest.
I think it's the same voice actor.
It's not. I thought it was too. It's the dude that voiced Noctis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can we take a timeout for a second?
Sure.
Yeah.
Timeout. So, you said Masters of Masters.
Master of Masters.
Acronym MOM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we put this towards Genova in the Final Fantasy VII Advent, where they call her mother? Like, can we?
Well, they called Genova mother a lot in 7 too.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah.
But
So I'm just gonna say
No,
the
we're not.
leader's Genova.
No. Also, to answer your question, Jake, no.
Oh, got it. So the Masters of Masters is Genova. Got it.
so
Yeah.
here's
Genova mommy.
where a lot of things I was alluded to last episode come into play. Master of Masters has a Keyblade that doesn't have a name, and he hands it off to his apprentice.
Oh, he's got such a dumb name. I'll find it.
You guys are
Lux.
selling me on this one.
Lux or Lush or however the hell they
I
pronounce
think
it.
it's Lux.
Luxford.
That was another thing. I thought maybe it's Luxford too, but
Right.
The Master of Masters has a cadence when he talks. He sounds a lot like Zigbar. He talks
He
in a very
does.
casual tone of voice like that.
he's like, "Hey." You know,
He's
I
like,
can't-
"Come
I
on,
can't do
dude!"
that.
Like
Yeah.
he says stuff like that. It's very weird.
He does, yeah. Shout out to Luxor. Where the fuck is that guy
Which-
at?
To be fair, it could be a total misdirect,
Right.
but it could also mean like maybe Zigbar / Braig is like the Master of Masters or some kind of reincarnation. I don't fucking know at this point.
So, Master of Masters, he has this book of prophecies. And he copies it and gives it to his 5 other Keyblade Masters. And tells them to create basically guilds. But none of them can interact with each other. Stick with me. One of them, he tells, must create a secret guild. Because they're the only ones who will survive the Keyblade War. Does this motherfucker sound evil to you?
yeah, right. So like these 5 masters, like they completely trust the Master of Masters for no reason, as far as I'm concerned. Like he like clearly is manipulating them into fighting each other, but like they all trust him completely.
And he's saying this has to take place because it took place. Lo and behold, you find out the Book of Prophecies is written because he get the Keyblade without a name, of which when he hands it to Lux jokingly calls it No Name. This is the same Keyblade that Xehanort wields.
Mm-hmm.
The keychain, or actually on the hilt, there's an eyeball. Master of Masters jokes that that's one of his eyeballs. The Keyblade has the ability to essentially send back information to its previous owner. So Lux carrying this Keyblade and seeing events unfold, of which you see at the beginning of 0.2, he's actually standing there with the no-name Keyblade. That's who's standing there with the Keyblade. It's Lux. That information is sent back to Master Masters. He writes the Book of Prophecies and doles this out.
Yeah, through time. The Keyblade sends the information through time.
Right. So the Keyblade War happens because the Keyblade War happens.
I think it's implied that the Master of Masters engineered the Keyblade War.
It's never implied in there. It's all for us to speculate about.
Yeah.
Like, how is this guy not evil? Like, this takes place in a time where there aren't different worlds. It's all connected. It's all one world. And the Keyblade War, it opened Kingdom Hearts, and the Keyblade got shattered into 20 pieces. Keyblade War actually destroyed all light, but light from the kids rebuilt the worlds.
The pure light and the hopes and dreams of children.
Boy, whoever said Kingdom Hearts is just a Disney game.
Like, yeah, it's throughout the whole thing, like, it's never really referred to that Master of Masters is evil. But the fact that this Keyblade gets passed down to Lux, then passed down through time to whenever, who knows how old Xehanort is, to Xehanort. And then, what I was theorizing about, like, with the whole time travel thing in Dream Drop Distance, how when he has to go back to his own time, he loses all memory. But if he has the no-name Keyblade, wouldn't he know everything that just happened?
I think the only one that I'm not sure about this because again, it's pretty unclear. I think the only one that benefits from the information of that Keyblade is the Master himself, the Master of Masters. but the Master of Masters gives the Lux his apprentice his Keyblade, gives him a box.
A
We know
box
nothing
that we
about
have.
the box.
It's never shown up anywhere else. Supposedly, it's in the Keyblade graveyard.
Supposedly, but he says that Keyblade lets me see everything that's going on. You pass it on to your apprentice, have them pass it on to their apprentice, etc., etc. And that's all he says. But the box is another thing, because the first couple of Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers, the safe ones, Luxord specifically mentions that they are looking for a box.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And there's like a basic description of Kingdom Hearts 3 out there that says that Xehanort and his 13 pieces are seeking the Keyblade and a box. So at some point, this box is a integral part of the Kingdom Hearts 3 story. So another reason why you should watch back cover, because back cover is relatively understandable and consumable. It's the other Union Cross stuff that I don't fuck with. But yeah, like there's a lot of it's a lot of setup. You know, it's continuing the train of setting up. Like this person that probably engineered the Keyblade War could very well still be in play. And it's been kind of sitting under our noses the whole time.
Which is dangerous. Not meaning like the character is dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous for fans of the franchise that there's a very distinct possibility that there's a big player, even bigger than Xehanort, that's going to show up and be an integral plot device to 3.
They're very much implying that he's the actual...
Yeah, that almost everyone, a lot of people skip because they didn't want to play the game.
Yeah, he's like the real big bad that's actually been manipulating Xehanort the whole time.
And he and Lux actually wear the cloaks, the organization cloaks.
Mm-hmm.
So this motherfucker's been walking in darkness before the worlds were shattered.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a whole... I almost wish Key and Union Cross weren't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were... Yeah, because Kingdom Hearts wasn't convoluted before this, right? It's just a whole lot of what the fuck. Like
the facial expressions
really...
part of this is very good.
I mean,
for audio listeners,
this is just Metal Gear Solid all over again for you.
It is
again.
like...
That's why I've been drawing the comparisons.
This is completely Metal Gear. Like...
It's totally fucking Liquid Ocelot levels of bullshit here.
And I forgot to say last episode, I believe Dream Drop Distance is definitely either 2 or 4 in the Metal Gear franchise. Because the mind fuckery that happens in the end of that game is very comparable to the end of 2, or if you want to say what happens at the end of 4, which I won't because I know a lot of people still haven't played that game.
You should.
I mean, I'm not going to, so.
Yeah,
I know, but I don't want to spoil that because if you do play those games, if you play that series, 4 is such a cathartic experience.
It's great. God, 4 is so good. Yeah, I would say Dream Drop Distance is very 2, and I'm hoping that Kingdom Hearts 3 is very Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah. Except more gameplay than cutscenes.
Yes. My thing is, I think a lot of what the Keyblade War was and what actually happened during that, which is not touched on in back cover, by the way.
It's not. There's cutscenes in the actual game. Essentially, the Keyblade War is those factions going against one another. Something I didn't even touch on. One of the faction leaders has a page that was ripped out of the Book of Prophecies that nobody else has. That's just very vague and is supposed to spawn fucking paranoia. How is this motherfucker not evil?
Yeah, he's very evil. We gotta accept Master Masters. Mommy is evil. I think the Keyblade War is going to be a part of Kingdom Hearts 3, though. I think there's going to be a lot of flashbacks.
I mean, yeah, because we've seen Keyblade Graveyard now in final mix of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 games?
The first trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3, like the actual trailer, is young Xehanort and young Ericus playing chess talking about the Keyblade War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which tells me that flashbacks are probably going to be a big part of that game, and flashbacks specifically talking about the Keyblade War probably going to be a big part of that game. And I'm cool with that. I think that's cool. So I'm not too worried. Again, I'm putting a lot of faith in these Kingdom Hearts developers, but
The only
we'll
so
see.
like I was never split on Dream Drop Distance. Like you had some splitting moments. Back cover
Yeah, it's the one that tore you up.
makes me want to just be like, fuck it. If you play Kingdom Hearts, don't touch this. If some motherfucker shows up in 3, just go, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I would say I think that the best way to pay off all this is to have like the Master of Masters be a secret boss fight
Yes.
in Kingdom Hearts 3 of like an extra.
if Master of Masters is in the next saga, like Kingdom Hearts, cool.
Mhm.
Whatever. Do not fuck with everything that's already been taken in place in 9 of these games. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the 10th game.
So, imagine this:
Okay.
you're fighting Master Xehanort.
All right.
Final boss. Cutscene happens. You think you defeated him. He
And-
gets up, and then he gets struck down by the Master of Masters,
I got something better.
and he comes in to fight you. Are you gonna just be like, "This shouldn't have happened. It should just end with Master Xehanort," or do you think that would be like a different way of like, I've been controlling this whole thing,
That
and
would
you've
be
never
such
saw
a
me?
bullshit moment. I would drop the controller and be like, I'm done.
Here's the thing, like, because that could totally happen.
Yeah,
It's a very real possibility that we all have to accept going into Kingdom Hearts.
that's from what you guys are telling me. That's what it seems like it's gonna happen.
Here's what I
It's-
think is more likely to happen.
Go ahead.
How we know that Xehanort's name without the X is no heart. What if Xehanort is the heartless of Master and Masters?
I don't know if like
Then
they
it would
would
just,
be able to justify it.
then we would just get confused by Ansem.
Because like Xehanort then also made another Heartless.
Yeah.
Right? You know, like can a Heartless create another Heartless? Listen, this is totally fine.
Oh my god, both of these things can happen.
Absolutely fair. I'm just I'm hopeful that they will pick the path of least. Right? Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, Key Union Cross really just fucking all these years of trying to like actually make a coherent story and stuff like that. This game could really just fucking throw a wrench in it.
I think that's totally possible. I think if the way where Master of Masters turns out to be the kind of final villain, which I still am not convinced that that's going to happen, but the way that would work best for me is if like Xehanort and you have to fight alongside each other to beat him. I think that could be pretty cool. I always like greatest nemesis teaming up against an even greater evil. I'm a big fan of that. I would like just a scene where Xehanort like hands Sora a Keyblade and they get up and fight together. I would get really excited if that were to happen, just in general.
This
But
is
then I want Sora to turn around and just strike Xehanort down after the end.
Stabs him with a real knife.
this is my actual worry, like of
Mhm.
what might actually happen, just based off Kingdom Hearts 1 and how we had the Final Fantasy ass different forms of a boss fight. Is Kingdom Hearts 3 has the Final Fantasy ass multiple forms boss fight thing where you are fighting Xehanort and all this stuff, and then Mom comes back, but you guys have finally formed the Keyblade, and instead of trying to open Kingdom Hearts, you have to stop Mom from opening Kingdom Hearts, and you fight them with the actual Keyblade. And
Y'all are gonna be so pissed when Mom takes off the cloak and it's
I'm just gonna be
Genova.
pissed that Mom
Genova.
might actually be in this game. I'm very pissed that he might be in a very big plot point.
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
it's so late game adding something like that to this. And
Because you really want just the Xehanort stuff. To
I
be
really just want
settled.
that to be self-contained.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think we might be worrying over nothing. Like
Hopefully.
I want people to understand that, right? Like the thing is, if like that ends up being how this ends, it's still not going to ruin it for me. Assuming we still get the kind of payoffs with all the characters on the character levels. It's very much like it's Mass Effect 3 waters of like, it's hard to build to a big ending and not fuck it up. Especially if you want to try to bring in some aspect of it that we don't know about it going into it. But we can hope.
Yeah.
I think like the stuff of like the Master of Masters being a secret boss is also like totally possible, and that
Yeah.
I'd be
would
fine
be
with
really
that.
that'd be a really cool
I
thing.
would be
honestly.
fine with like he's like the secret movie, like he's back, because that was a whole other thing. Like in his book of prophecies or whatever, it just foretells that he's going to disappear. Like motherfucker just disappears.
It just goes away.
He's like, oh, it's going to happen one day. It's in the book, and the guy's just on vacation. Like,
I think once we get to the box part of the Kingdom Hearts 3, we're gonna know which way it's gonna go. Because like the big thing is like he has this box, no one knows what's in it. His apprentice doesn't know what's in it. He just told him put
his
it someplace
apprentice
safe.
does know what's in it.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Lux, yeah, he asked, and Mom said, "All right, but you can't tell anyone." And he leans down and whispers to him, and Lux is very like shocked. So maybe in the box is Mom or Mom's.
I think it's probably
Nobody.
I was gonna just say it's probably like, you know, what you were just saying with regards to Mom's, like either the nobody or something.
yeah,
That'd be interesting.
or Heartless or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait to find out. Back cover is a tricky thing. I think the story that the independent story that they tell in back cover is pretty cool.
It's fine. That on its own is fine. I'm just the implications that it might have on 3 when we've had to play 9 games to get to 3, and all that story beats and all the convolution and all the crazy emotional stuff that happens for one late game to like kind of be a big player in 3 as opposed to everything else that we've been building upon. It's kind of like when newbies get a game for Christmas and they start playing online, and you don't want to play online anymore.
And they think they're so good. Yeah, your mom sucks my cock. How about that? Not again. Like, you guys playing- it's almost like if they took a long-running franchise, like let's just use an example here, like Counter-Strike Go. They made it free to play, right? And then
Recently played
Dude,
that for the first time.
Yeah, we did.
Chuckle Fucks decide to for kids play that game, and just see what happens.
We had a blast.
Matt,
like-
how much shit talking did we
We
do? during
were
that game?
3 sheets to the wind when we played it, but we were having it. There were so
Y'all
many
were
kids on there,
fucking-
and I was yelling at them.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I will say though, a lot of racist comments on that game where I'm like, we can't stream this. I'm
Yeah.
like,
We should
but,
play this.
but you weren't on my team with a lot of racist stuff we're
No.
saying. Like, oh my god. I was like, thank God.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
there was some racist shit happening on my side too, and
Oh,
I
I
called them
bet.
out on it. I was like, "Hey, shut your fucking mouth."
Like, yeah, I was telling my team, like, can we not be racist?
Can we not?
Like, go back
Can we
to
not be
screwing
12?
the other team's mom, please.
That was a good stream.
That was too much fun.
Next time, we'll just play through Kingdom Hearts and then
Yeah.
just cry.
You should watch back cover.
Yeah,
So
you
kind of
should at
learn.
least
will.
watch it.
I will.
I wanna know your
It
take.
wasn't bad. Production quality is great.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
It's like 50
No, I
minutes
definitely will.
long, too.
It's like
pretty-
50 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was longer. That's why I didn't bother watching it. I could have watched.
No,
it
that's
before.
why I told you like 5 hours are together with like 0.2 and
Well, when you said like 5 hours altogether, I'm like, dude, I finished the Aqua thing in like less than 2.
Oh,
So that's what I was thinking.
I took my time. I was running around and doing shit.
Took me 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why I was like, maybe I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
But no.
Guys,
This is it. You guys know everything now. Welcome to it. 30 days.
Man. So much knowledge. So
This
much.
has been so
so
much
many-
fun for me.
So many emotions have gone through
seriously.
the last few months.
I know. It's been great. Like living the series for the first time in a lot of ways through you guys has been very, very fun
Like-
for me.
Yeah, like having only really like truly experienced the first 3 games, that was great. I was good. Like I was hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, I'm good. And then we
Now
played
you have to know.
we played Birth by Sleep, and it made me want to just curl up in a corner and cry.
Dream Drop Distance made me really hate Xehanort.
We
Yeah.
watched
Really?
Recoda, and nothing changed in life.
But we're all hurt a little bit more.
I don't know about. I think I'm just hurt because of just how long that was.
It's a very long.
At least it wasn't like doing the videos for 358 where you have the text logs too. Like
I told you I would not watch that. I remember the gameplay. I'm not going back through that.
It's boring.
Yeah, and Dream Drop Distance, that complete mindfuck at the end of that.
Yep.
Sorry, Quasimodo. We don't like you, though.
Get dunked on. And now you're here. You know. So like, you guys excited for Kingdom Hearts 3?
I am like way more excited, and now I have. There's some things I'm hesitant on. Like now I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, I really hope they answer all these questions. I hope there's some stuff we just
like
about.
Before delving into back cover, I was like, because I finished 0.2 and then watched back cover. Like, so at the end of 0.2, I'm like, yeah, I'm so good.
That was your first mistake. Put 0.2 after. Good vibes.
Yeah. I'm watching back cover, like, oh no.
I don't think they're gonna screw this up.
I just feel like there's been reports of like Nomura saying like there's going to be very important plot points leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3 in Union Cross, and it's also came out that those updates won't hit the North American version in time before 3 comes out.
But I think all the important points of 3 are within Dream Drop Distance, 0.2.
I really hope like
all those.
The plot points that like he's referring to is like, oh, mom was found dead. We don't have to worry about that.
Whoops.
Like
the box is still out there. Like, okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, we don't have to worry about the box.
Mom's return.
Larxine's complete self like showed up in Union Cross in some regard. Like I think Marluxia's as well. I think that might be the stuff that he's talking about. Getting more kind of backstory on those characters that we don't really know a lot about. I think like the important thing is like to have the right expectation going into 3. Like I don't think they're going to answer every single question.
No.
I don't think they have to, right? Like I think they just need to make a front to back story that's as satisfying as what's in Kingdom Hearts 2.
As
right?
long as
like,
we get like the answers from Xehanort.
Mhm.
Because this is supposed to be
the
his
main
swan
answers
song.
that we need.
Like
yeah.
As long as we get that Organization 13 stuff, leave some mystery with Sora, Riku, and those characters. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But
I think the thing they're setting up for is payoff with all the characters that we know, right? Like we're gonna see Aqua, we're gonna see how that story goes, we're gonna see how Terra's story goes. Even characters like Xion, we're gonna see how those things turn out.
Yeah, that was a twist for me. I thought Xion was done.
Yeah, but she's back, baby, on that front cover.
She's back.
So yeah, I think that's like the important stuff. And I think we're gonna see the good guys win. And I think it's gonna feel good.
God, can you imagine if that game ends and
I
they
feel
don't
like the
win?
good guys are going to win, but there's going to be some loss.
Oh, there's gonna be some loss.
Oh yeah,
for sure. And
I mean, it's safe to say Mickey, Donald, and Goofy.
yeah, they're all gonna die for sure.
they're not gonna die. Disney's not gonna let them
permanently.
die.
Can you imagine they killed off Minnie Mouse?
Minnie Mouse just gets shot with a real gun.
Yeah.
Just like Sora's mom.
That's the number one question.
Wait,
still,
wait. Yeah,
where is Sora's mom?
And are we going to see her?
Absolutely not.
If the secret ending is Sora hugging
We're
his
going
mom,
home
and we
and
get to
hugging
see
his
her,
mom. I will fucking cry if that turns out to be the secret.
it's just gonna be like Toy Story 1 where you don't see her face. You just see the back.
Yeah,
Her back. That's all you're gonna see.
you see Sora hug her, and then I'm crying. You're
Yeah.
crying. We're all crying.
We're all crying. It's like the number one question.
And then the Master of Masters shows up and shoots her with a real gun. Set up for Kingdom Hearts 4.
You thought the story of Sora's ended. Well, it has, because he was killed.
That was a revenge story.
Riku comes in.
God. Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably gonna be all right. Don't worry, Matt. Don't be
It's
scared.
gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh, I know it's gonna be good.
Listen, if Mom comes in and just like decimates everyone, it'll be fine because we'll have another Kingdom Hearts game to tell a different story.
Yeah.
So you get more Kingdom Hearts, just like you wanted.
Guys, we're caught up.
Yeah.
Caught up. You guys caught up.
So what do we do next? What's on the agenda? Like, what do we review?
This comes out on the 11th of January. Tune in 2 weeks from now, when I don't even know how many of us are actually going to be on this now, because it sounds like even more people are coming out for it.
It's going to be an Avengers.
We're doing a big ol' Kingdom Hearts recap, and I am not going to be the one doing the lore. I'm handing it off to Alex.
Our lore master.
Bow before your king.
Listen, I go to Ren for Destiny lore. I go to you for Kingdom Hearts lore.
It's true, man. Like, to be fair, like when you guys invited me on this, that's what I signed up for.
Yeah.
The lore
Listen,
boy.
if you can make a grimoire of Kingdom Hearts, I'd truly appreciate it.
I can probably do that. Let's do it.
Just make 5 copies, rip a page out of 4 of them.
Do you want like a summary for each game? Do you want like the story so far?
I think what we'll do is like an actual just timeline of what has happened. Like
Okay, so you want it in chronological order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Birth by Sleep. Or actually, would that be
Maybe
we'll-
back cover first.
Back cover
but
first,
we can
yeah.
probably leave
But
that out.
we'll stop
Yeah.
at like every interval. So like we'll stop at where one game ends, and we'll all talk.
Mhm.
Really like that.
So can we leave out a few games? Like 358?
We can leave out
Recoded.
358. We can leave out Coded. We can leave out back cover.
I'd probably like incorporate those into other
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
games. Like Coded, I would just incorporate into Dream Drop Distance of like
358 is probably only needed for Shion.
mhm.
Yeah, 358 you could put like right before 2. Like
It's the same thing with like Channel Memories of like it's a really good story, but
Yeah.
like without experiencing it, it's hard for me to tell you what's good and why it matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tune in for that. That's gonna be.
Yeah, we're going to have people on there. It's like, I don't even know who's going to be on there anymore.
I probably
Mike's gonna be
haven't.
there.
I probably haven't met most of
Yeah.
these people that are gonna be.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen Mike in forever. He's
Yeah.
going to be on there.
I've like never really talked to Mike. I met him in person. That was
He's
it.
gonna hate you after this because of how much Kingdom Hearts lore you're gonna spew
Yeah.
out.
Anytime we talk about it, you know.
Yeah,
So-
he's really excited for our next series, which I don't know how you're gonna name those, but
I already have the names for them.
Dear God.
Yeah, I actually did work on that before. Yes, we have Mr. Talandro returning triumphantly.
Yes.
We might have someone from Awkward Paws on. We might have
Sam.
someone else from Irrational Passions on. Who knows?
That's not Alex.
That's not me.
I mean, Alex is still going to be here.
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah. I mean, this.
It would be that easy.
If Alex isn't here, like, you're going to see me walk off camera, fly to Maryland, and knock on his door.
Like, what does this mean? What is this?
Oh, guys. Oh,
It's
man.
been a fun ride. I hope people who have watched along with us have had as much fun as I have because
Yeah.
I've had
This has
a
been
fucking
so
blast.
much fun. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts has just been one of my favorite series, even though I'm playing 3 of them.
First time I ever talked to Matt or Jake was this series. So
Yeah.
Like I was honestly like so scared asking you, Alex. I'm like, oh man, what if he says no? You're like instantly in. I was like, oh my God. I was
I know.
so happy.
Like,
I was so happy.
That same day, like, I tweeted out to Alexa Ray, like, hey, could you be on our podcast? And she
Oh, I
actually
get it.
responded, and she's like, no, I'm not doing podcasts anymore. I'm like, oh.
I'm the second Alex.
No, it was at the same time.
No, it was literally at the same time.
Like,
So
I
I'm
didn't even know Jake was sending that out.
yeah, because I'm like, actually, like I had someone in mind. I know Alex
I know
is
a
like
guy.
a huge he's a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. And so I was like, I'm gonna ask him. So I
Yeah.
asked him. And then
And just like in Kingdom Hearts, the best thing I've gotten out of this is the friendships that came with it.
right?
Seriously.
Jake and I beat Riven together, and there's really, truly nothing more we do together than more.
There is nothing more exciting than spending 3 weeks on a raid and finally beating it. Like, I don't think you can get any closer to someone.
It's true. It's a true family.
And then nobody logs on to the clan anymore except
It's-
me.
The thing is, you can't talk about Kingdom Hearts with 2 people without becoming brothers in blood in it.
That's
so
true.
Yeah.
it's true of all of us.
It's true.
You're included, Matt. I promise.
Yeah. Well, he got to go into the Discord and like just have the friend there. He's like Kyrie.
Someone, like, gently put their hand on their shoulder. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We got through it. And then he played back cover, and here we are.
Yes.
Here we are.
I need more alcohol. Oh, Alex,
We're gonna do. You're gonna do some after Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, right?
Yes, we are going to do a Kingdom Hearts 3.
So we're gonna do like
February?
we're doing Kingdom Hearts 3 in middle of February. I want to give us all a good amount of time just to sink our teeth through that game. And then I do want to do something like maybe 6 months or a year after we do it and talk about it. Yeah. Just because it's been so long since we waited for that game, like us talking about it right after playing is going to be very different than us talking about it a year afterwards. So, and I've been joking about it, but I'd be down for doing a Metal Gear Solid one of these.
Oh yeah, I think this is not my last appearance on Limited Edition.
No.
I want to speak for you guys real quick,
but that's going to be the first limited edition I'm not on.
I think
No,
I'm going to be the only 3BF member on that one.
Yeah.
You'll miss me so much by that point, Jake. You'll have to play Metal Gear to hang out.
Oh, no, I'm still going to slide into the DMs. We're keeping that Kingdom Hearts DM.
Oh, yeah, the Kingdom Hearts DM. We're going to have to be careful with one another so I don't ruin everything for you guys.
No,
I'm not going to mention anything Kingdom Hearts until someone says, I'm done.
I'm done.
And then the next person says, I'm done. And then the final person says, I'm done.
I think a good rule of thumb is we don't talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 at all until we do the episode.
Yeah. I think the only thing we're going to talk about is like, are you done so we can schedule this? Like,
are you done?
Right.
I'm done. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some kind of Kingdom Hearts 3. We talked about doing a hype cast. At the very least, there will be a spoiler cast on IP as well. Try and rope one or both of you into that as well.
That'd be down. I have a very big, wide open schedule in January. So.
Hell yeah. Although I don't know if we'll finish it in January still.
Nah.
I might finish it by January 30th. Who knows?
You might finish it on January 29th. Who knows?
Well, yeah, if it's a spoiler cast. I thought you meant hype cast.
Yeah, that's what.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so we're almost done with Kingdom Hearts, and then we're going on to Pokemon.
And then Pokemon.
How are you guys doing the Pokemon one? If you don't mind me asking.
So, I wrote it up how we're gonna do it, and there's already been a little bit of point contention towards that.
Oh, by the way, we're adding Let's Go.
No!
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late.
It's too soon.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 have said it.
You have to
That's been outvoted. I'm glad I stepped on a landmine with this one.
My reasoning for putting Let's Go before the 2019 Pokemon game is because we can put Pokemon Go and then Let's Go.
No,
because they're very different games. Like it is taking place in the Kanto region, but you cannot say Let's Go is anything near like Pokemon Red, Blue, or Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Is it like just playing some version of each
generation? Each one, it's each generation. Jake is playing Fire Red. I played Red. Mike played Yellow. And then we'll move on to Silver, Gold, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, so on and so forth.
Okay.
So
That's
there
cool.
will be an episode. I believe we schedule it. It's either starting March or April, but through the year. So it'll end in December.
These games are long though.
Look at my chocolate bunny.
Aw.
Yeah, it's a Alolan Raichu. It's a shiny version that they just recently put in. I think.
Alex, it's not that the games are long. It's that the Safari Zone sucks dick.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean it does.
hey, listen.
They took it out.
Not in red.
Well, let's go.
Not in red.
I know. I had never played Fire Red or Leaf Green, so I never really revisited the original Pokemon.
They're good, and Jake wants you to believe that he's having a hard time playing them, but he can go to hell.
It's a harder time because they added the abilities.
There's abilities.
Hey, you go to tackle Pikachu and you get paralyzed. I'd like to see you talk about it. Come on.
The fucking Pikachu. Because I played Yellow originally. Being a third brother, my benefit was that I got to get Yellow and I got to get Crystal.
Nice.
That is
I think it's a better version.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was cool going back to Let's Go. I just finished it a couple nights ago. That's cool. My favorite Pokemon game is Black and White. So I'm curious how you guys feel about that.
Jake has feelings about those.
No. Black and White 1, okay.
Oh, it's
Black
2.
and White 2 can go to hell.
I love Black and White 2 as well. So.
I hated it.
I still haven't. So my thing with Pokemon, I own all of them. I haven't really played past Ruby Sapphire.
Okay.
So it's a lot like Kingdom Hearts. Like I have them, haven't really gone past it.
I just can't remember. Like I know I love Gold. Heart Gold will probably be my favorite one because you get any Pokemon to follow you.
Yep.
But I can't remember if I liked Pearl, Diamond and Pearl.
I did not like Diamond and Pearl. I did
I
not.
played
like
a
Ruby and
little
Sapphire.
bit of Platinum,
Yeah.
and it
I don't think
for whatever
I-
reason
yeah.
didn't click with me. I did play some of Heart Gold. I had the Pokewalker. I still have them over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I
cool.
went to Vegas on me, so like I got to log the steps and stuff like that. But yeah, by and large, I haven't really played through any games since Ruby, and Ruby was like the pinnacle back when I played it. So
I did not like Ruby and Sapphire.
Really?
It's too much water. You can make a joke out of it all you want, but there's
True.
a lot of surfing in that game.
There is a lot of surfing in that game.
Yeah.
If you play the newer ones, Alpha, is it Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby?
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
those ones
that's
are
right.
better versions.
They are, yeah. I recently
Way
had
better.
tried playing them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to hear what you guys say about
Yeah.
Black and White with fresh
I'm
eyes.
gonna have a lot of saying when it comes to shiny, because that's what I've mainly
Yeah,
played.
Jake does shiny hunting. My personal goal.
Shiny Mewtwo. Shiny
He got
Mewtwo.
it. He got it.
I don't know how you do that.
800 resets, I think.
Jesus Christ Almighty!
Yeah, that's all him. My personal thing is I want to catch all the Pokemon that I can. There's probably some mythical I can't get, but
Cool.
So-
Good luck.
so that's what we got going. And yeah, Metal Gear Solid is going to happen.
Yeah,
I want
then
it to
I'll be
happen
back.
sometime this year, or not this year, but
Try.
next year. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We got a day. Let's get that going.
Well, guys, I'm out.
Bye.
Alex, thank you so much for joining us on this journey. Seriously, like I honestly had no clue who you were when Jake said, "Hey, we got Alex." I'm like, who?
That's okay. Alex didn't know who either one of us were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously, this has been one of the most fun things I've done. And having you on here, just your energy, your knowledge, everything, your personality. This has been just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, like this has been a highlight of my 2018. Absolutely no hyperbole. Like this is my thing. I would look forward to every single time we would do it. And again, like not knowing you guys before this, going into it, and the bond of friendship was just right there from the first episode. So it was great from the get go. It's been a blast, and I love talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Jake,
Hopefully, this isn't going to be the last time we ever talk about Kingdom Hearts.
It won't be.
After 3. So I'll see you in 3 to 4 years.
yeah.
Bye. Let's play the franchise again.
There we go.
Volume 10 of the limited edition Kingdom Hearts.
I would say if there's Kingdom Hearts after Kingdom Hearts 3, though, we will be there to talk about.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We'll be
I'll
there.
commit to that right here.
I will
All right,
be
so if we get another-
34 with a kid.
Did you hear the announcement trailer? We got to get Jake and Alex on the phone.
So if we get Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation 5, how unplayable will Kingdom Hearts 1 be at that point?
We're not doing
know.
it. We're not doing it.
Well, when they do the remake of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 in the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine.
If they do that, I will replay them.
Yeah, I will replay.
I know, me too. Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, they would add secret bosses, extra shit to those games too.
Yeah.
Like that,
ROMs in every single one.
Loves in all of them.
like real talk. That's what I wanted to do with the Final Fantasy VII remake. I wanted them to take a lot of the compilation and put it into the remake. So
I bet they will too. So
yeah, if they did that, I'd play them. Jake, thank you also for doing this. This was just a shot in the dark idea we had when a month or two into doing 3BF, and now it's what we're doing.
Now it's our main thing. We're doing something unique and different.
This has been a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Frustrating
It's-
at times with the games, but
Yeah. It's just awesome to get more of a knowledge of series that you love too. Who knew that there was this much story with Kingdom Hearts?
yeah.
because there was definitely a concern that once we got kind of into the dream drop distance weeds of it, that maybe you guys would not like Kingdom Hearts as much anymore. But seeing that you guys were in all the way,
didn't
it's
really
been fun.
I didn't really have a problem with Dream Drop. And
The time traveling thing pulled me out just for a little bit, but I'm like, everything else they just threw at me, I'm like, I don't even care.
This is a series where there's a body and a nobody and a heartless. I have no problem with the time traveling thing.
It's true. It's very fair.
Everybody just came back from the dead. It's a good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier.
Right?
Yeah, no, this series is definitely given like a purpose. Like playing games I own and haven't touched. Like I love doing this. That's why I want to do. Like even though I have played almost all the Metal Gear Solid games, I would love to talk about those with people.
Yeah,
like this is just fun.
Yeah, agree.
I am nodding in agreement, but I'm not playing those games with you guys.
God damn it! But
my
I'm
master
gonna
plan.
I'm gonna have fun doing that.
Now you know.
I just can't do stealth. I just
Stealth game. I like stealth games a lot, so
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know what to say to that, honestly.
every time I like there's like a stealth mission and like cite a game like Red Dead or something like that, I'm like, well, screw this. I'm done.
Stealth missions in Spider-Man were the only like the Taskmaster stuff. Those are the only ones I got like the 3 points on. Like it's hard as hell for me to do it on the combat and stuff like that.
Yeah, I respect that.
So this episode will be out today on the 11th of January. With that knowledge, Alex, where can they find you? What are you working on?
Game of the Year stuff, sapinginteractionpatch.com. I talked about it on the previous episode. I gave you the full pitch there, so I don't necessarily need to go through it all again. I'm on Twitter, Alfighter27. Say hi to me. I take selfies on Saturdays, and you can too. It's my motto.
I was going through my photos and I sent a selfie in with like my cat going like putting its paw inside my ear, and I'm like, that's a selfie.
That's a selfie. That's a good one. So yeah, that's really it. Check out irrationalpatch.com. It's cool stuff there.
A lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah, I'm digging that input. I just listened to some of that.
And y'all got a Discord.
Yeah, we do. I don't know how to tell someone to get the link to get into the Discord. You know? I'm like an old man into Discord. It's on our website, and also like every YouTube video we've ever published, there's a link to join the Discord. I'm trying to think. There's nothing we have new stuff coming in 2019, but we haven't announced yet. It's gonna be good though.
Sorry, no exclusive here on the BF podcast.
We're still figuring it out.
Jack, where can people find you?
Jake P47, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram.
And I have been MC Wright. You can find me at Ships42 on Twitter and Instagram. This has been a pleasure. Please join us next time on the 25th, where we have a bunch of people I don't even know, and we're going to recap the entire series.
And we're all gonna dab. Bam!
Dabby hole.